So, it's been quite a while since I last went travelling, and although I have missed it, this large gap without a trip has given me the chance to save some money. However, this year, I want to spend that money on some new adventures. The only problem, I didn't know where to start. So, to kick off my first overseas adventure of 2022, I decided to leave that decision in the hands of popular online game, Geoguessr. So today, I'm playing Geoguessr with a twist. That twist being that no matter where I land, I have to go to the exact spot. So I'm going to play the European Union game to make sure I don't go too far away, because I can't afford a flight that's too far away. Especially if the game's going to take me to like a random field or something. Okay, the rules all seem good, so I guess it's time to see where we're going. Okay, that looks kind of cool. Okay, so we're definitely in a city here because there's like big towers in the distance. Kinda looks like Milan or something. Okay, so maybe these bins have some writing on them? Glass. Okay, it's not Italian. I mean, it's definitely not the UK, so that's good. But I really don't know what it could be. Parkeringsregler. Parkeringsregler? Is that German, maybe? I don't think it's German. What else does it say? It's so hard to tell. It could be Dutch, maybe? Maybe it's Dutch. Or Belgian? It does have some like Belgian vibes to it. No, it doesn't. I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea what that could be. So, I think I'm just going to make a kind of random guess. And I'm going to go Netherlands. And I'm going to go with this random city here. Groningen. Is that how you say it? Or however you say it. Okay. It's not too far away. Actually, it is quite far away. Right, well I'm just going to skip through these ones and just make random guesses because I don't really care about where these are. Boom, 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 boom. So now it's time to see where we actually landed. Okay, so we are going to Copenhagen. 2 weeks later, and I was on the 7 AM train to Manchester Airport. After booking the flights for a low cost of about 50 quid, I was able to go on my first solo overseas adventure since I went to Italy in 2018. So, it's fair to say, I was actually kind of nervous. I'm not gonna lie, I am way more nervous than I ever have been before whilst taking a flight. I think maybe because they've got the new COVID rules in place, which makes it kinda different to last time. But on top of that, I've not travelled alone for a long time now, probably since I went to Italy, like 4 years ago. But at the same time, I'm also so excited. Everything has gone so smoothly so far, so let's just hope it continues that way. The 3-hour wait was long, although it felt more like 30 hours, as I sat down, waited for my flight to be announced, while spending money on overpriced food, and doing my best to keep myself entertained. Vroom, vroom. But it eventually came to an end, as boarding was announced, and I was finally able to get onto my flight to Denmark. Then, for the first time in a while, I was able to witness that beautiful takeoff moment once again. The flight itself was only 2 hours, and touching down in Copenhagen felt so good. But it wasn't long before I had already gotten myself lost, in what felt more like a giant shopping centre than an actual airport. Honestly, the place had enough shops to compete with my local hometown, with Gucci stores, fine dining restaurants, and even a Lego store. So, I'm in Denmark. It does feel weird, like I said earlier. I've not been away for so long, so I'm so glad I'm finally here. But now, it's time to call my friend Omar. So, just for a bit of context, Omar is a Danish guy who I became mates with on YouTube about 5 years ago. And even though we had spoken a lot over that time period, we'd never actually met up before in person. So, since this week I was going to be in his country, we decided that this would be the perfect chance. Omar! I'm in Copenhagen. I'm not gonna lie, I'm totally lost in this airport, dude.
Alright, listen, I'll be there in like 45 minutes.
45 minutes?
Oh, you're a legend.
Thanks to Omar's generosity, he'd offered to give me a lift to my hotel, and after finally finding the exit, I now had to find him. The only issue, I'd never seen him before in person. So, who actually was he? Was this Omar? Was this him? Or was this him? Okay, maybe not that one. It actually took quite a while to locate him amongst all the other people waiting, but after a quick phone call, we finally managed to meet up.
It's Omar Hawash.
Oh, it's about time, man. What's up?
We took a scenic route to the hotel, taking it as our first actual opportunity to hang out, whilst getting a first look at the city of Copenhagen, which, it's fair to say, looked amazing at night. But what was equally as impressive was the tiny little hotel room at which I'd be spending the night.
It's like a space pack. It's pretty good, isn't it?
It's pretty good.
It's pretty sick.
Honestly, I with it, man. This is...
That's mental.
Dude, this is actually sick.
Chill, colourful and comfortable, the budget hotel was honestly the perfect place to stay. But after having a long day, I didn't want to spend too long looking around, since I was super tired and had a mission to complete the next morning.
Time to find the spot.
Now it was time to finish what I'd started, and locate the exact spot which I found 2 weeks ago on Geoguessr. I took a scenic route through the city, checking out some of its many sights before I began the final leg of the adventure.
So apparently, I'm less than half an hour away from the streets. Apparently, I'm about 2 minutes away. After travelling hundreds of miles, we are so close.
But soon enough, I was even closer.
That there is the final destination.
So, after travelling about 700 miles on trains and planes, in car and on foot,
Here we are.
I'd finally arrived.
We actually made it. So there's that parking sign. Parking's Ringer. There's the towers. And there's those famous bins.
I did want to get a quick photo to prove I'd visited, but I'd left my tripod at the hotel. Although thankfully, some random but kind woman had bailed me out.
Photo video?
Yeah, but how do you...
Yeah, that's perfect.
And so, just like that, this great adventure had come to an end. Thanks to a simple game of Geoguessr, I had now seen a new country, visited a new mate, and made yet more special memories. But with a few days still left in this city, there was still room to make a few more.